Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? I'm hoping we do. Okay, thanks. Great. Good morning, everyone. This is Marilyn, and this is the morning edition of Welcome to My World. We're about 2 minutes before the bottom of the hour at 8:30 on the 14th of January. Today is a Thursday. We have economic numbers in 2 minutes. So if you are in a trade with any of the indices, I'd have a pretty close watch on my stops. This morning is we've got Canadian numbers. Also, if you're in an oil trade right now, I can't imagine anybody would be, but careful about this too because there's Canadian news, and then U.S. has got import prices, but the big thing released at 8:30 this morning is the unemployment claim, or if you look at it like I do, the claimed unemployment. But that tends to um, move the market a little bit. So, having said that, let's see. The big news this morning is that in the Asian session overnight, Brent crude hit the low of 12 years. That's a significant low. It hit 29.94. And right now it seems to be around 30. It's still it's upside down, in other words, to West Texas, what we trade. The symbol CL is West Texas Intermediate. And you don't hardly ever see Brent below the WTI, but it sure is right now. So if you are doing these iZone charts, I hope you've looked in the indicators. There is a thing I'll show you um, where there's in other words, there's an audio in there that will give you a little bit of a heads up when something's about to change on your chart. We're trying to activate some of these audios so you can one of the things that happens to all of us is we get a little distracted looking at something else, and then we turn back around to what we were waiting to set up, and it's already set up and the bus left. So we're trying to get a few of those little things fixed. There has been some conversation this morning in the chat, which is really, really good. Leah is back with us, and Leah is the queen of the six tick. She trades crude oil off the six tick and does very, very well with it, which is it's a little speedy, shall we say, at times. But if you want to learn to trade like she does, and she's real good about posting her charts, the best advice I can give you is to do the work she did, because she did the work, and the work pays off. She religiously marks her charts and prints them out, and if there's any conversation about a particular trade, she copies and pastes it on the chart, prints that out, saves that, and she studies those. It's not just some exercise in shovel and paper through the printer. But that's how people learn to develop their eye to spot trades. And what happens is you learn to spot them without even realizing that's what you're doing. Which is why I maintain that Daryl Martin can trade with the data feed hooked up to a fly swatter. He doesn't need any indicators because he sees all this stuff without even realizing. Okay, the DAX just painted an E and looks like it's on a mission to go above settlement. We'll see what happens. Anyway, um, the dollar went down overnight, uh, or late yesterday afternoon, and then it's kind of bounced up a little bit. Bonds sold off a little bit. There was a really nice run on bonds. The trade of the early morning for the early birds this morning was gold. Excellent, excellent trend on gold. Very, very nice. So we have the VIX closed last night at 25.22, still indicating a good amount of fear. The markets all over the world are, it's just that we open later in the 24-hour trading cycle than the US than the others two, and they've pretty well set the stage for this kind of jittery nervousness and everything going down and down and down. This, when we've had a strong selling day like yesterday, you'll notice that there's a lot of up movement in these indices, perhaps the next day. And what that is many times it's not the market turning around; it's the stops being run. So trade what you see in front of you. Ask questions. Get your jing. Uh, so you're really comfortable with using it. You can just shoot those, post them fast, real fast, and you'll get a lot of help. The other thing I wanted to mention this morning is the past couple of days have been an absolute nightmare in here with these charts popping up in front of everybody. And we know that is incredibly irritating. Believe you me, it's incredibly irritating to me too. But they've got a whole team working on this to get this resolved as soon as possible. And it's going to be a matter of time of ruling out this and then ruling out that, and then they'll nail it exactly till they have a final solution to it. But so far, so good this morning. I think they're a little better this morning. So don't think that's the norm and nobody cares, because believe me, we all care a lot. That has to get fixed. Anyway, I will come back about noon and we'll go over some trades. It looks like crude oil just made a nice move up. The E was here, and if you were following the rules and you put your stop 5 ticks below the P, you would never have been taken out here and made a nice move up, probably off of the P for, I don't know, maybe 30 ticks right now, 20, 30 ticks. And the I zone, I think I've got my chart now, and the final solution here for this I zone, because remember, right in here, once you get the trend flip and the bandwidth, this yellow candle stuff here, the trend R can overrule that. As long as you have your trend catcher confirmation arrow, you have your band, and you have your trend flip, then this could still be taken on the I zone. I like to keep these two so I can kind of compare them, and that also gives you a little bit of help in managing a trend. If you get into a nice trade and you're thinking, oh golly, I wonder how far it's going to go, and gee, should I close it out, and should I move my stop up real tight, and what should I do? Right now this is moving up and down, and it's painting right here at this. This is a deviation level, and we know at deviation levels it can get a little choppy or take some time for the bus driver to get the gas pedal put down to run on above it. But this is also put in the high of the day so far, and look at the top of the range channel. I keep these range channels on here for a purpose because they are really, really good for take profit setting. So, anyway, I think that's it. I will be back at noon and we'll take a look at some of the trades we may have had and trade what you see. That's all you can do. You cannot buy into the talking heads, and you cannot get in your head the emotional thing of, well, I think the market is going to, and then set about trying to make yourself right. Because the bus driver is the only one that's ever going to be right. And we'll carry on. Thanks.